In this video, I want to introduce top 10 indicators on TradingView for ICT SMC price action concepts. First, I will cover the indicators that are specifically for one concept, and then I will cover all-in-one indicators that helps you with many aspects of SMC trading method all in one indicator. Without wasting any more time, let's get started. The first one is related to liquidity. Here we click on indicators and we search liquidity levels. We add this one, which is written by someone named Soner Lab. Alright, as you can see, liquidity levels are added to the chart. For example, this is a buy side liquidity and this is a sell side liquidity. As you know, buy side liquidity is area of the chart where traders who enter a short position, they place their stop losses in that area. And on the other hand, sell side liquidity is the area of the chart where long position traders will place their stop losses. For example, a trader who enters a short position here, he or she will place the stop loss in this area because they believe if they are wrong, the price will break this level, so they consider this area for exiting their position. They entered a short position and their stop loss order is a buy order, so there are lots of buy orders already placed in this area. That's why it is called buy side liquidity. It means that in this area we have already liquidity for buy orders. On the other hand, a trader who enters a long position near here this bottom level, he or she will place the stop loss in this area below the bottom, because similarly they believe that if they are wrong, the price will break this level, so they consider this area for exiting their long position, and for this purpose they need to place a sell order. So there are lots of sell orders here in this area, and that is why it is called sell side liquidity, meaning in this area we have already liquidity for sell orders. Institutional and large traders take advantage of the liquidity of these areas and they enter long position or short position near these levels, which many stop losses are already placed. When these areas are traded, most of the time the price will reverse and head to the opposite direction and seeking liquidity at the other side. The next indicator is related to displacement. Here we click on indicators and we search visualizing displacement. This one, which is written by someone named Trade for OPP. Alright, this indicator helps you with identifying displacement, and it shows with yellow candles whenever we have displacement on the chart. Displacement is actually a very strong movement of the price, which creates a strong buying or selling pressure in the market. Displacement can be a single candle or it can be a group of candles, like 2 candles or 3 candles, which all of them are in the same direction. I mean, all of them are green or all of them are red, and basically they are a strong candle, which means they have large body and very short shadows. This formation tells us that there is a complete disagreement between buyers and sellers and one side has the control. Most of the time, displacement happens after a liquidity level was broken, and they usually causes fair value gaps or market structure shift. The next indicator is related to balanced price range. Here we click on indicators and we search balanced price range. This one, which is written by someone named Trade for OPP. Alright, as you can see, the indicator has identified balanced price ranges on the chart. Balanced price range forms when we have an aggressive advancing of the price, which is in the form of a long green candle with very small shadow or no shadows in the ideal situation, and then instantly we have an aggressive declining of the price, which closes lower than the green candle. Balanced price ranges can act like a magnet, and we have retest and reject from these areas. Many of the times they are an early signal for the beginning of market structure shift. The next indicator is related to fair value gaps. For this concept, I will introduce 2 indicators. Here we click on indicators and first we search fair value gap and we add this one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by someone named Spaceman BTC. As you can see, the indicator has identified fair value gaps on the chart. Fair value gaps are actually imbalances in the market, and they are reflected on the price chart in the form of a 3 candles pattern, which the middle one is fairly a large candle, and for the other 2 bordering candles, their lower shadow and upper shadow do not overlap. Fair value gaps can act like a magnet for the future price action, so basically they act like a supply and demand zone. The next fair value gap that I want to introduce is this one, fair value gaps volumetric, which is written by Flux chart. This indicator also helps you in identifying fair value gaps on the chart, but the excellent feature of this indicator is that it gives us volumetric information about the fair value gaps that it identifies. The indicator provides information about total volume for the fair value gap, so you can relatively compare it with other fair value gaps or the average volume that you have with fair value gaps on your chart, so you can have an evaluation on the strength or significance of the fair value gaps. The higher the volume, the stronger stronger and significant is the zone because it shows that the market participants were more active in that price range. And this indicator also provides a ratio of bearish and bullish volume in the identified fair value gaps, so you can better evaluate the fair value gap in terms of bullish and bearish forces. For example, here for this bearish fair value gap, we have considerably higher bearish volume, so it would be a stronger zone in compared to another bearish fair value gap that, for example, has equal buying and selling volume. Alright, the next indicator is related to order blocks. Here we click on indicators and we search order block finder, this one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by someone named Wu Gomlo. Alright, this indicator is a great tool for identifying bullish and bearish order blocks on the chart. If you don't know what order block is, order blocks are specific areas of the market where large market participants like banks, institutional traders, hedge funds, or other large financial entities have previously placed significant buy or sell orders, so causing of large movements in the market. Basically, order blocks are identified through price action, where we look for the areas of the market where the price suddenly changed its direction. The main goal of finding order block is for identifying key levels of support and resistance levels based on smart money, so in the future we can use these levels for entering in the market or exiting our position. There is another indicator I would like to introduce for order blocks. Here we click on indicators and we search order blocks, this one, which is written by Flux chart, similar to volumetric fair value gaps that I explained earlier. Here also we have a volumetric order block, so we can have a better evaluation of order block levels in the market. As I explained earlier, order blocks happen when we have high amount of market orders existing in a price range, so having information about the volume for order blocks is a great advantage for evaluating them. Similarly, this is the total amount of volume for this bearish order block, and this is the ratio of bullish and bearish volume. So by having volume information and also buying and selling volume separately, you can effectively evaluate the strength of fair value gaps on the chart. Alright, now I want to introduce 3 all-in-one indicators for ICT SMC price action concepts. The first one that I want to introduce is Maxwell Price Action Suite, this one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by Maxwell Capital. Alright, as you can see, the indicator has added many information on the chart. This indicator provides many of the concepts in SMC method of trading, including change of character, break of structure, fair value gaps, order blocks, Fibonacci levels, and more. An excellent feature of this indicator is that it gives you information for both of shorter term and longer term perspective. I have a complete guide on this indicator. The link is also placed in the description and I highly recommend you to watch it later so you better understand this powerful indicator. The next all-in-one indicator is Smart Money Concepts, this one, which is a free indicator from Lux Algo, and this indicator also similarly provides you many of the concepts in SMC method of trading. And the third indicator is Smart Money Concept from Zierman, this one, Smart Money Concept Expo, and this is also a good indicator for SMC trading. In compared to the other two, it offers limited concepts, but for the ones it identifies, it does it in a perfect way. In this video, I covered 10 smart money concept indicators on TradingView that are great help for traders who use this trading method. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and leave a comment for me. I'll answer your questions as soon as possible. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you get the notifications of my new videos. See you guys in next video and good luck with your trading.